Alright, so this is my last night's campsite. The road is just a little bit over there, about 150 yards. I pulled into this old or I shouldn't say abandoned, but basically a place that they're working on, or did work on, and then it failed and it didn't work, so they shut it down. There's a lot of these. If you look around, you can see them all over the place. These are all projects that they go to build and then they don't have the money or something else and they just stop building them. I mean, you can see it was painted nicely and everything else, and then just taken down. But downside here, you can see where my hammock is. This is the ground setup. So I'm just gonna stick it through here. Not much clearance on it and everything else, but it does the trick for the night. Keeps me warm, dry, and bug free. That's about what I need. So that's nighttime. Look at what I camp and how I camp, one of the ways. Okay, just about all packed up now. Last few minute things. Had the bike tied, or the hammock tied last night to the chair here, and then the front wheel of the bicycle to make it pull up and make the archway expand good. Like I said, the bike's almost all packed. I got to take off my pants. I had to put pants on last night because it got cold because of the rain, and I got wet and everything else. But otherwise, I got the last few things. Had to do my YouTube videos, get those back up. One of them got really messed up, so I had to redo all those and get those resituated. So I'm gonna head up the road here like these guys do, go on this road here and see if there's a place I can get out at, and start seeing what today brings. I do. Yeah. Like it when the guard shows me the way out. Much better than the piece I came in on. But that's the way it goes here. The guard came out, checked on me, sent me on my merry way, had a good night's sleep, was able to camp and do what I want. Now I need to adjust my camera here because it's slipping around a bit, and continue up the road. Sometimes the roads just go to pot and hell and everything else. Now this is again with the 360 something. I'm putting this video within it to see if there's a color difference and everything else, but it's one of the things I don't like about having the 360 up there is it catches at the bottom of the frame. I really have to lift the camera too high for it to be comfortable for me to, if I want to do a recording like this on this. So that one, this is about where a few years ago I camped in the forest up over here. Is where I camped for the night. This time around I came the other direction, so I didn't make it that far, and instead I camped where I camped last night. As I said, sometimes it's not convenient with a 360 or something else. Come and get the shot and change over, turn everything on and different things. It's kind of like not so easy to do. So sometimes we'd miss a shot like this if we go to turn the 360 on and do other stuff first. So instead we'll use the camera. So this morning's breakfast, a little my binny, some tea, and the bike parked on the street, and we're good to go. Okay. Just had my breakfast, my binny. It's starting to rain. Thank you. I'm gonna go head up the road now. See if I can find a place to hide out of the rain a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. But had a nice little breakfast. 15,000, so about a little over 50-60 cents. Now I need to, as I say, find a place to hide out of the rain for a minute. It looks like some good places around here to hide, so I'll just need to dip in, wait it out a little bit, and then take off again. Here's the bird guy again. All the little different birds inside the cage. Hello, hello. So we're gonna pass the bird guy. Okay, I'm trying to right at this edge. I've put the pole up pretty much as high as it'll go to see if it's gonna see over the top of the railing here, get any decent video footage or anything like that. Like I say, the main thing here is trying to just get pleasing, easy, available shots and not overdo the work and kill myself trying to do this stuff. People ask me sometimes how I make do and how I get my money and stuff. Well, if you look at the road, oh my God, I'm gonna get 5,000 just found on the road. That's part of the help. Okay, the pole is a little bit higher than I normally have it for riding. I still don't like this back position. It sits it too far back from where I'm at. Comes back towards me instead of forward to get probably a better view than what's going on. But in general, I'm just, like I say, trying to capture, figure out all the different little things and get it going. Stop. You can see by the crowds and this and that, the road actually goes through an industrial complex, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go up and go around. But you can see it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. You got the workers coming off work. You got the workers going back to work. So I mean the crowds and the busyness here, it's incredibly busy. But that's how it even goes in all countries. Guys just pull up alongside me, sit there, cruise for a while, and then take off. Sometimes trying to talk to me, sometimes not. But just how it is. Okay, this one is from Mark. He's talking about the mic. As you see, I sit back, the mic goes about here because of how I've got it. It's sitting in a position, as far as I'm concerned, it's an okay position. I'm going remove the magnet, take it off there. He's talking about putting it on a place like here on a necklace so it hangs down underneath me. So we're gonna go into this roundabout, and the truck's coming and everything else. We're gonna see how the volume is. Go on from there, but I don't know. I don't think it's a very comfortable spot with the mic underneath my chin now. Whether or not the sound is okay, that's something I won't know. But I'll leave it here for the remainder part of the day, just to see what happens. Okay, I noticed one thing right away I'm not liking about the mic. I almost have to yell to get it to do its thing, turn on and turn off. So to me that means it's most likely not recording properly. So I don't think it's in the best of positions. So I'm going to move it back, because I can't take the chance all day long of having no volume, no mic, playing what I need to record in these areas. Stop recording. Stop recording. Okay, I was wrong in my assessment of that little thing with the microphone. I noticed in the end that the reason it wasn't picking up from the mic was because I actually didn't have the mic turned on properly. So even though I went through that roundabout, this and that talking, the sound is going to come off the camera, not off the mic, because I didn't have it set up properly. So it'll be interesting to hear what that sounds like when I get to it, if I remember what happened and when. That goes on a lot. So I've got it now adjusted back to the mic. The mic is back on the necklace underneath myself, and we'll see how that works out as far as sound goes. Stop recording. Not like when there's an accident. Well, one of the good things about Asia, weather and rain and that stuff, is basically when it rains, 90% of the time it's warm rain. So for me, I'm not like the locals. I don't need to get in a jacket or anything. I just keep riding, and then the sun will come out, or it'll get like it is now, cloudy but still warm, so you dry off. The only time it becomes a kind of a real issue is at nighttime, just before it gets dark, because then the weather changes and it's cold, and if you're cold and wet, then of course it's miserable. Today's been a bit different. I've kind of gone to more main roads than the actual deeper in coastal roads, just because it's here in this area they do a lot of back and forth because of the rivers. They don't have bridges in certain spots and this and that, so I've stuck to a bit more main roads. Coming up soon I'll get to a section where I have more opportunity to follow a proper coastal road. So instead, it's been kind of nice going through the medium-sized cities that now are built up along this old highway. The expressway is a few kilometers up. That goes really good. So there's a little bit more food, a little bit more choices. Prices are definitely down since Hoi An, so I can eat reasonably and get plenty of stuff. Okay, I'll be looking for camping somewhere along here. There was a very nice football pitch back there earlier, but just too many people. Had a nice place, easy to hang under a nice gazebo type thing. But also down here where it's marked on Maps Me, it looks like there's definitely some good places going in towards the beach here. So I will get off this thing, take a look at a few of these spots, probably hang down in here somewhere, then take a recording of that. Okay, a campsite set up tonight. We're right here on the beach, hear the crashing of the waves, this and that. Otherwise, it's just a good little spot. City's back there, a few miles there, right back to the main road, about 7 or 8 Ks. At least I'm a little early for a change, so I'm gonna start cooking dinner and then get to editing and call it a night. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.